Hi guys, gonna do a video for the Cetrotide, the suppression medication. Like I said in my previous video, was told to start it today because my follicles are developing so quickly and they're right where they kind of want them to be, so now I have to start taking this. These are really easy. They come preloaded and you just have to put on like the mixing needle. They come with an alcohol swab, and then you mix it in with a little powder. The sterile solution is already in the needle. The problem with this one, for me, is that I am allergic to like the latex that's at the base of the needle, so when I do these injections my stomach gets really inflamed. When I looked it up online, this is really common, so if you're doing this for the first time, kind of beware. If it gets inflamed, you know, this big of an area, and it gets really itchy and red and bumpy, don't panic because it happens to a lot of people. It has to do with the latex that is at the base. Latex that is at the base of the needle. So the solution's in there. I put the loading needle. It's a very large needle. That's not what goes into my stomach. That's just what loads. The medication, the little powdered vial in here. Just going to stick that right in the top. There's a little rubber hole on top. And then inject the solution. I give it a second. You're not supposed to shake these vials of powder. You do not want to get air bubbles in there. If you want to mix it up, you can kind of just roll it in your hands. It'll also warm up the solution. This was in the refrigerator. So there's still some in there that needs to be mixed. Just gonna give it a second. So I don't know how many days I'm gonna have to do this for, but this is now my third injection, and it happens between like 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning, and then I still take the 2 at night, so they're kind of like working together to mature the smaller follicles and the eggs within those follicles, but also suppressing the ones that are on the larger end, and hoping that the hope is that your follicles and your eggs kind of meet somewhere in the middle, so you get the highest number of eggs retrieved possible. So I think we're good. It's all dissolved now. So this is a little bit harder than using the Q-cap because you have to keep the needle tip within the solution while you load the needle. So you kind of have to pull it down as you go so that you're making sure you're getting everything in that little vial. So I think we're good. Now I'm sucking in air, so I think I got everything. Yep. So I recapped the loading needle. Take that one off. And then this is the other needles that I was using for the Menopur and Gonal F were 27 gauge needles, 1/2 inch in length. These are 27 gauge needles, 3/4 inch in length. So they're just a little bit longer, but they're not any bigger. They don't really hurt, and maybe like a little bit more of a pinch. It's not a big deal at all. So take the top off of that needle. If you can see that there, just a little bit longer. Make sure I'm getting all the air bubbles out. There's a big one on the bottom there. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to Looks like there's some air bubbles in the solution, but push it up until it comes out the top. I don't want to do it too much. Ooh, these are kind of hard to push. Oh, there we go. There's a little bead on top. That shows that all the air is out of the needle. That took a long time. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to cover that real quick. And I'm going to wipe off my stomach with an alcohol swab. It doesn't really matter at this point what side I'm choosing. There's not a side that is more sore or anything from the other injection, so I'm just going to go with the left side because I'm left-handed. I'll let that dry. For my friends and family who are not doing IVF, these are probably really boring videos, but for the people who don't know us and are just Googling or searching on YouTube for specifically Cetrotide videos, hopefully this is really helpful because that's what I was doing when I started. I obsessively watched injection videos online. They were by far the most helpful thing to get me through my injections personally. So hopefully this helps. I know it's probably a blurry video, but whatever. It's another one for you to watch to bring you some peace of mind, I guess. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so I wiped off this area of my belly. I'm going to pinch again. Let's see. I'm like, ugh, the toilet is right in front of me, so there's no real good way to do this. So, okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Does not hurt. It's almost like, it's not even as bad as being stung by a mosquito. So I'm going to slowly inject. These needles, for some reason, are a little bit harder to push down. But I'm going to do that nice and slow. Until you're at the bottom. Give it a second to soak in. And let go and pull it out. A little bit coming out. I'm just gonna take. Alright. That's it. Let's see. I don't think there's gonna be a video here. There won't be any more injection videos until I'm doing. Well, that's not true. I have the trigger shot. The HCG shot. I did not film that on video last time because I had my godmother, or second mom, Bonnie, do it for me, and it was terrifying because it was a really big needle, and it ended up not being bad at all. So I'm going to film it. I'm going to do it myself this time, and I will film it for you guys, and that'll be the next time I see you. So thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.